Welcome back to the Inn at the End, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway with Autumn for the Quiet Year. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
Welcome to the Inn at the End, our third season of the Quiet Year before we start up our main campaign. We are fleshing out the small city that has a temple to Melora. Lots of things have happened along the way as the city is growing for the upcoming events of the Inner Seas. Let's get the adventure going.
Oh, that sounded so good.
We had like a beat going.
I know.
So, if you guys have been following along with us, we are coming up with a city. This is where we're going to start our campaign. We're playing the Quiet Year. We are in the season of autumn, fall. We have an abundance of fish.
And their names
Hold on. Let's back up. There's other people here. No, not just me. Let's go around the horn here, because I'm Alex, and with me.
Ooh, Dash.
Were you surprised by that, honestly?
Thought he was just gonna go around the horn like we're gonna do the thing.
One of Alex's co-hosts of the Alex Show, Caleb.
Milo.
Rhett.
And that's all of them.
Professionals over here.
Sorry.
I just wanted to get through just what had happened last time. We have abundances of fish and lumber. We have scarcity of housing. We have a couple of projects on the wings. We've got walls going up in 4 weeks. We've got forest outpost in 4 weeks. I believe I did the forest outpost. I don't remember who did the walls.
I did.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm a big build-a-wall guy.
That's right.
Yeah, it was going down
I'm
that
remembering.
path.
Yeah.
We did block the road. I think I blocked the road.
In summer, some things that happened. There were some cool gems found. We found out the owl bears were the ones that were under the ziggurat. There was fields prepared for farming. There was a shipwreck on the shore. The town began to establish a watch. There was a conversation about values. It looked like valves, but I'm like, that can't be right.
Valves.
That's a work talk. The church barricaded the flow of merchants into the town, but I think that got resolved with Alistair leaving. Because where is that on here? Here we are. Shipwreck survivor takes over the church. Religious reasons.
Yeah,
Alistair.
He got scared of that fizzy water.
That's right. The bubbles started showing up. There's bubbles that are in the middle of the bay now. Medicine project began.
Yeah, he started building a dock thing over the glowing...
The old artifact in the middle of the bay.
Yeah.
But then the bubbles
destroyed.
showed up and that destroyed that project.
The wreckage is still there.
Began building city walls. Discovered a religious artifact.
Yeah, wasn't that like in the bay or something?
I think that's the bay. Yeah, so yeah. That's all. Yeah, that whole story is of like 4 different things that happened.
Jeez.
Over about a month's period.
And did we settle on the fizzy water having some sort of sentience? Like it was migrating?
Not yet. I don't think that
was
we did.
That was an after party thing.
Okay.
Like, we were all thinking, like, what if the fizzy water was after Alistair?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah, we don't know
real.
the source of the fizzy water yet.
Yeah.
Unsure of it. But it has moved.
But it originated around the boat, right?
It originated around the boat, yeah, the shipwreck. Yeah. And then and so it seems like it was following Alistair. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
And an adventurer showed up.
Oh yeah, that was mine.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is D&D. We need D&D stuff happening.
Yeah, this is a D&D world. Make sure and remember that.
This is like our D&D, like, you know, you're playing like Oh, fuck me. Why did everything just blanked as I was talking?
Like you're playing a level above an actual campaign. Like you're
You're
One
playing
removed.
your town simulator game.
Yeah.
But it's in... Like it's on the Sword Coast or whatever.
It's like we have a top-down view of a D&D adventure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're playing like God.
Yeah.
So like.
Yep, nailed it.
Well, everyone else was saying things. I wanted to say something.
I know you wanted to contribute, but it's fine.
That's Eleanor. She let me pet her.
Yeah, that's her cat. She's the one that's been around the longest.
I love cats. And
There's
they love me.
two other cats. One of them won't show up. The other one might. But I think those two are in the bedroom now, scared of everyone. And Eleanor's like, well, now I get the house to myself. Yeah.
I think I brought up building houses because,
Yes.
3 times.
A few times. I think
Did I
every
ever-
discussion was like, hey, I don't know why we're talking about this, but we want somewhere to live.
Did I ever begin building houses?
There's no housing projects
Okay.
that have begun. But on your turn, absolutely. So that's a project to start.
I think people secretly like the longhouse.
It's
And
just
I
so
don't think it'll
cozy.
matter once we get that wall built,
Sure, yeah.
It's like me and the other citizens keep saying, Mulga, okay? Make our land great again.
Were you thinking about that this whole time?
Yes, I was.
Mulga.
I had that one in the
All
chamber.
At first,
I had that one locked and loaded for a little bit.
I thought Mulga was like a townsperson.
No, it's
You were like, yeah, it's like I've been saying, Mulga. I was like, who's
make
that?
our land great again.
Very good.
Make our land great.
Sorry to make this political, guys.
Hey, it's a small town trying to figure out what to do. It's very political.
Yeah.
And so let's start fall, autumn. We begin the chillier season, and it's fall right now, so it makes sense. Rhett, you're gonna go ahead and
right.
start first.
Here we
Card
go.
should be on there.
Pencils?
Pencils on the
There's
table.
a bunch of pencils right there.
Oh, right behind the
right
beer.
in front of you.
Arigato
On the
gozaimasu.
table. So.
The 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs.
No.
Harvest is here and plentiful. Add an abundance, or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map and the area. Owlbears. Yeah, what threatening forces do we have? We have owlbears.
Money. There's capitalism here.
Capitalism is thriving, beginning to thrive here.
Some racist building a wall.
Well, and Alistair is supposedly
no.
like a threat to the city, right?
He's
Like-
gone.
But he's not
gone.
there.
Yeah,
They're,
he's
yeah,
gone.
they're
He
gone.
might hold sway over some people still, but
There was a bad omen and left.
And we do
fizzy
have
water.
the corn that could be
well,
harvested.
yeah, we're getting there.
Harvest
right?
is
We
here.
got-
Yeah, we could have an abundance.
Yeah, I think that
How are you gonna fuck this up, Rhett? Tell us.
I like the abundance one. I'm gonna go with that. We have an abundance.
Ooh, of what?
And I'm gonna say it's just something, like
Salt water.
hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts.
Yeah. We got an abundance of hazelnuts.
An abundance of
All right.
hazelnuts.
Out
All
in
right.
the forest.
Yeah, the forests were just like they must have loved that fizzy water or something.
It's one of those years where the trees all dump a lot of seeds so that the squirrels aren't able to hide all of them and they replant.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a name for that kind of season.
Yeah, it's oh, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it does have a name.
Yeah.
Do I draw something?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
Draw
pretty
an
cool.
abundance of hazelnuts.
Draw a bunch of nuts.
Yeah, draw a bunch of nuts.
Now, does anybody know what hazelnuts look like?
Are they the kinds with
Yeah.
the little hats?
I think those are
They're similar.
acorns.
Those are acorns.
Are they
You
the same
guys-
thing?
They are
They
acorns,
look
but they're
like-
similar.
They look like bigger garbanzo beans with dark brown skin on them.
No.
Yes.
No.
What's a
Are you?
garbanzo
Are
bean look
any of
like?
you from Oregon?
Yes,
I always see them crushed up.
but
I
see,
can't-
if I was really
okay.
from
That's
Oregon,
what they look like.
I would have called them filberts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got little hats.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
they're
talking
little
about.
hats.
You're talking about the unedible parts. Is what you're talking about.
The nut.
You're not
That's not
supposed
the
to eat
actual
the
nut.
hat.
That looks nothing like you described.
Yeah, it does.
Nope. Looks nothing like you
No,
described.
what?
Yeah.
Dark brown skin on a garbanzo
It's
bean.
not what you said.
That's 100% what I said.
No.
My table.
Holy shit.
But
this is
the
a really
thing
awful
above
pile of
all-
nuts.
Why don't you just draw like an acorn and just put hazelnut under it?
Or
just write hazelnuts.
a
bunch.
Yeah, you just draw a tree somewhere
'Cause
and then
someday-
put a plus next to it.
Somebody might see this and think
You could do a stick figure.
They're gonna go. Why'd you draw an acorn? These are hazelnuts. That's gonna be me. That's what I'm setting you up for.
This is clearly a garbanzo bean with brown skin.
No, it's a chickpea. Because those are also good.
So have you guys always said hazelnut?
It's filberts, but
Right.
technically hazelnuts are processed. They're washed, they're shucked or whatever.
Right.
Filberts are raw.
Okay.
I always thought hazelnuts was just a PR campaign to make them more appetizing to
better
the
than
rest of the
filbert.
world.
They are.
So I always thought hazelnuts and filberts same thing.
You generally grow filberts.
But you harvest.
But you milk a hazelnut.
You create hazelnuts.
You
in
make a
lab.
hazelnut.
Hazelnut is the
I make a
ideal
hazelnut.
idea of a filbert.
You milk a hazel cow.
Okay, I'm gonna write filberts on here.
You take the nut of
And their
a.
teats look like acorns, ironically.
And now I guess I gotta
You get an
do
action.
my turn.
Yeah, so projects tick down, and then you get an action, which is start a conversation, discover something new, or start a project.
I'd like to discover something new. Is there much of a limit on it? Because I kind of feel like I want there to be like a comet in the sky.
Yeah, that's fine. For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think the big restrictions are you don't discover something new to fix something.
Yeah, there's a comet
it's
in
a
the sky,
new complication.
and it's kind of spooky.
What
Yes.
color is it?
I was thinking like its tail was like red.
That's bad omens there.
Man, I mean, can we have it a different color?
Yeah.
This is more just to brand ourselves as unique, as Critical Role is doing a very big red object in the sky
Oh, I didn't know
motif
that. I didn't know that.
as of this moment.
I'm sorry,
It's
guys.
just that
As of the
great
past
minds think
year.
alike. I mean, we're just like them.
Yeah.
Can somebody explain what?
Alex,
Can somebody explain what Critical Role is?
It's when you roll a 20 on a dice.
Oh, so I knew. Okay, I just didn't
You
get the
knew.
joke.
Okay, fine.
I love
do
the
something
comet.
other. I didn't know that Critical Role did that. Should I back that
It's a
wheel?
very big theme.
you could
going on.
do a strange phenomena in the sky, like an aurora borealis kind of thing.
Oh, it could be a comet. The comet, I don't think is the issue. The color is the on brand theming.
What if it's traveling one direction and the tail is facing
I like
the
this.
opposite?
Backwards tail.
I like this.
Comet through time.
I like that it's not a comet. Instead, fuck you all. Instead,
It's a giant face.
it's blinking like blue and white lights that circle overhead in a specific, not like they pass over the night sky in a certain increment of time.
So like
And
a
what
satellite.
it's just
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going for like
okay. So it's like lights in the sky
yeah,
at night,
Yeah.
and there's some sort of pattern to them.
yeah.
like plaid.
But yeah, for the record, I am thinking of like a satellite or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be that because
But
Well,
like
satellites
that's
are anything that
recognizable
are out
to us.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
there.
yeah. Fuck you, Matt Mercer.
And it's red.
No, I said blue and white. Cop cars. Whoop, whoop. Get him. He's speeding in space.
I do love the idea of
Space
speeding in
Force.
space. You're going too fast in space. We gotta lock you down. It's like
Well, they
it's
tried to do
space.
that in The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Remember
it
that?
was so good.
Ooh,
He's
that's
like,
that's
no.
gonna be the project I start. Space cops.
Yeah, more
Armed
cops.
forces.
Dash.
Yeah.
He's building the wall. He's got the city watch under his keep. Whoops. Do not do that.
Careful.
Jack.
Ooh. A project finishes early. Which one? Why? Oh. Oh no, that's it. If there are no projects underway, restlessness enters and there's violence. But there's projects underway. So the wall and the forest outpost. Which one completes early?
Wall.
Wall completes early. If you want to give that to Dash so he can build his wall.
The Mulga movement has a lot of stuff.
Build that wall.
I don't know how I feel about this.
who's paying for it?
I said that last time, and you got mad at me.
Yeah, I thought it was stupid when you said it, but when I said it, it's genius.
It's got this new ring to it. Oh, did you draw something for the comet, the light
Filberts?
sky effects?
I did not draw anything. Sorry.
No worries.
I'll draw a Spitfire fighter plane next time. Because that's what it is. No, I'm kidding.
For my action,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do what everyone knows I'm going to do. And I want to start building 6 new houses along the bayfront.
All right.
Yeah, it's supposed to lead into like the forest and stuff. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
The real one.
Zing. Got him. Got Trump.
And how long is that going to take?
I was thinking 6.
6 weeks. So, yeah.
We'll build like some nice houses.
Yeah. Now, are they nice houses or are they just like lots of houses?
Actually, hold on.
Because I think you could go either way with 6. Like you can build really nice houses on the bay or you can build lots of room for people.
I want to do the lots of room, but also a few nice. I want to like a mixture. I want it to be like, I want enough housing for everyone that's been living in the longhouse since the town was formed to have their own place. Everybody gets their own room.
6 weeks. And I think that makes sense. We have an abundance of timber.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we have food out the
Perfect.
wazoo.
Yeah.
Everyone's strapping and ready to go.
Yeah. They pack the holes in the logs with filberts.
Just crushed hazelnut shells.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Actually,
use
that's
those crushed as snail repellent.
that's going to be canon for sure.
Cuts them up. Project you don't need to draw.
Aren't you drawing
I think
houses?
finished early.
Not until it's
the
done.
project
So yeah,
started
you're,
already.
you're all set.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right.
All right, Caleb.
Why?
So I can blame you if something goes wrong.
Okay.
Because he cheated himself last time, so now he's just getting you to cheat for him.
I know. What is it?
Satan's number.
Ooh.
The 6 of clubs.
Ooh. Introduce a dark mystery among the members of the community. Or conflict flares up among community members, and as a result, a project fails.
No!
We're staying in those longhouses for another year, folks.
Ooh, there's some good ones though.
Yeah, that's ripe with
Dark mystery.
opportunity.
I mean, don't let us influence your.
Hey, no, I'm down.
And I won't influence you. No, I can't influence you. People are gonna think that I just gave you a really awesome idea.
Now we're all going to miss out.
What's going off my head at the start was how we joked about the conflict between the ranger station and the city guards. And the one of the projects we have is
my God, that's
the
true.
ranger station.
It's getting built. And the guards take it down.
There is a small contingent of people coming to town because they are following the thing that's crossing the sky, and they're following its path, much like the Bethlehem star, leading them to Jesus. But these people are
Stupid.
for those of us not in game.
Idiots.
It looks like a death cult of some sort.
Yeah.
Like Hail
Jones.
Bop, the Hail Bop people.
Yeah, the Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate, thank you.
All wearing Nikes.
They got
Yeah.
started in Oregon, baby.
Boom.
Boom.
Don't say it like you're proud of that.
Yeah, dude.
Started in Oregon, baby.
Love my Heaven's Gate homies. I just didn't have the courage to
Rajnishi,
commit.
Heaven's Gate.
Yeah,
Now this, what's that one that we've been watching? Twin Ray.
Twin Ray, yeah. Have you guys heard of that one? Anyway,
Okay.
we won't distract you.
So, do I need to draw a group?
Yeah,
of
go
people?
ahead and draw something on there that represents them. If it's
They
just
made
like
it
a
just
person in a
before the last
robe.
plank of the wall came in.
Now, what exactly is the mystery here? Just like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody know.
yeah.
We know that they are weird and that they're following this thing, but the people of the town do not know that they're there for that reason necessarily. They just see a somber procession of weird-looking people.
Nice.
Somber procession.
I like it. Yeah, I like the mysteries going on. Yeah, because of those two, that one is introduce a dark mystery. How can you?
I
not,
can
how
feel
can
you
say
judging
no?
me.
I'm not judging you.
Both of those were great options. I feel
Yeah.
like
I'm going to
they're
do
just
it different every time.
No, it looks great.
And after that,
Perfect.
we're gonna tick down the projects by one. Forest outpost.
Are you going
almost there.
to signify what they are? Maybe. That's a really tiny handwriting.
My favorite part of this is just running through all the stuff in world. I'm like, okay, who are these people? Do I know?
I know.
I might.
Okay.
We should clearly export our world building troop that we got going on here.
Me.
It's still your. It's Craig. So
Wants
your turn.
unique shenanigans for their world. We'll play a quiet year and hook 'em up.
So discover something new. Start a conversation.
make a statement.
No. That's part of the conversation. Discover something new. Have a conversation.
Start a project.
Start a project.
A project.
And we only have 2 projects going on. And I will say we are seeing more and more destroy projects that come up.
Spring was the time for projects, and we kind of didn't do many.
Yeah. I would say with the building of the wall and the creepy people coming in, I think safety is on the town's mind. And so I think we need to have some sort of border weapon or patrol or something.
Border weapon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds a
Because
little...
we have guards for the city,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have a forest outpost
Okay.
for like
So you're saying
so
that
I'm
they
wondering,
can be gotten to before they get to
we
us.
need to
as
chain the
is.
owlbears around the border of our territory.
But I'm just wondering if where what you're thinking of fits in with the defenses already in place.
Yeah.
Like, are you looking to build like a large weapon or large weapons?
I think that now that the wall has been completed, every so many feet or, miles or whatever, there is going to be some sort of, I don't know, trebuchet
heavy
or ballista
weaponry.
or something. Yes, something to keep folks out if they don't want them in.
An AR-15.
So, yeah.
Sniper tower.
And then how many weeks do you think
nuke.
that'll take? Tactical nuke.
Well, I feel like with as many as I'm envisioning every so often, it would probably take a full 6.
Full 6. All right.
Oh, I don't
We'll
think
do
so, though.
1 week per thing.
Yeah.
So there's a total of 6 stations around the wall. And and Dash expertly drew it on 3 sides of the town. So that's 2 per
I haven't
side.
even seen the walls yet.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're really, it's just lines.
They're the best
And then
walls out of any walls.
No, they're just lines, and it says wall.
It's pretty good. But it just needs more guns is all.
Gotcha. Nice.
More guns. Is it my turn?
It is.
The 9 of clubs.
Oh, we had the 6. Now we got the 9, baby.
The community works constantly, and as a result, a project finishes early. Or a group goes out to explore the map more thoroughly and find something that had previously been overlooked. And projects on the board are the heavy weapons, the forest outpost, and housing.
How much longer does housing have?
Housing is 5 at the moment. It'll be 4 after.
Why don't we
you
just
make
go
a
ahead and
decision.
finish housing?
All right. Yes. Housing
Yeah.
is finished early.
Because we need some housing up in this, baby. So do I let Milo? There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and then the forest outpost is going to go tick down as well.
So that means the force outpost completes.
It completes as well, yeah.
Oh, a
Does that
double
mean
weapon.
we're down to 5 on the weapons? Or
And we're down to 5 on the weapons.
Nice.
And then action for you of the chosen 3.
Yeah, I can start a project. Start a conversation.
Or discover something new.
Discover something new. I should probably start another project.
Taller walls.
Great. Now we got to
Deeper
take
walls.
down the weapon we just built.
Reinforced walls.
Plus 2 walls.
Double wall.
I don't know. That probably wouldn't fly.
Well, now you have.
I
to
mean,
say it.
Walls don't normally.
Throw it out there.
I was thinking of like, what? What if, since Alistair's influence, the church decides to start training their own arm of like a militarized force?
Oh, no.
So they
Gotcha.
have their own arm of like, security.
Crusaders.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
let's not use.
Is this influenced by Alistair, or is the
By
influence
his.
to prevent something like Alistair?
I think it's to prevent, but it really probably ends up falling more in line with what he would have wanted anyways.
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah, religious guard.
Yes, religious guard.
Templars.
That sounds so oppressive.
Why?
We become a religious fascist little town. Just like
And how many weeks do you think?
I mean, to coal and to train, probably like 4 weeks.
but they're religious zealots, so they cut it to 2.
Just giving them
No,
access
they'll-
to first level spells is all this is.
They'll be trained. Okay. Yeah. So
4 weeks.
4 weeks I think is decent, and then there's guards.
All right.
I just gotta say, look at my houses. They look great.
Those are solid.
Oh shoot! I didn't even see him.
Oh damn, dude. Damn. That reminds me of Lincoln City right there. Less math, but
No, we know.
Well,
of.
yeah,
Yeah,
we haven't established that
Yeah.
yet.
We haven't gotten back to my
Discover
second
something
project.
new. Yeah.
didn't we have somebody that had like a drug problem or something in our town?
There was a creepy guy in the cave.
Yeah, didn't he have a drug problem? No,
he had a
like
kid's problem.
Yeah.
That's right.
just like all the other creepy men in caves in my life. Hey, apropos of nothing, Viva Pinata is a great game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that game goes hard.
And also, I know we talked about the cats on the wall,
Yeah,
but the cat puzzles, I don't think I put it together until now.
puzzles, put it together, get it, guys. He's
And you
making
see
a
that
puzzle
one looks
pun.
like Eleanor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I like that it's on a branch.
I like the one on the
Yeah.
branch the most.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kate's dad made all those.
Oh, cool.
He does all that.
Just
all
like
woodworking.
bandsaw or something. And
Yeah.
Cool.
Just cut it all
No, he
pieced
did
together.
it with a pocket knife, actually, an old Swiss Army.
He does it with a knife made of wood that he whittled.
Do you guys know that game? Speaking of Viva Pinata, do you guys know that game where you're a ball and you like
Katamari
pick up?
Damacy.
Yes, Katamari. That game is
goes
great.
hard too.
Okay, put the forest
I need to get that game again.
outpost on there.
Yeah, I got it. One time somebody came and stayed at my house and he was like, I haven't played a video game since Katamari Damacy. And I was like, oh, I have it. And he's like, can you hook it up? So I just like let him have it in his room. I was like, here you go, bud.
Oh yeah. Ooh, ace of clubs.
The ace of clubs.
No, that's not the lyrics. They're in the same tone, but sure.
The community becomes obsessed with a single project. Which one? Why? Choose one. Choose one of these. They decide to take more time to ensure that it is perfect. Add 3 weeks to the project. They drop everything else to work on it. All other projects fail.
Oh.
And then if there's no projects, but there's projects. So there's 2 projects: religious guard and heavy weapons.
We do sound like a fucking fascist state.
For sure.
I warned you guys.
There's going to be a religious guards. There's going to be guards in the town, and there's going to be guards outside of the town. There's also heavy weapons on the walls.
We sound
No
like
one's coming
we
here.
sound like Gilead from Handmaid's
I know. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. It was like pretty soon we're going to be walking around like under Melora's eye.
Under Melora's watchful eye.
One of these is going to take longer because I like both of them. I'm going to make the religious guard take longer.
Because they're perfecting it.
Yeah, they were like, you know what? We found some other texts. We want to really do this right.
That means now they're up to level 2 spells.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they're going to be better. Yes.
Watch,
Take everything down
our
by
party is
one.
going to be TPK'd by these guards. Like, you're out past curfew.
Shorts are looking a little too short there, boy.
Melora's always watching their kids.
Father Flanagan wants to see you in his office.
No.
Too close to
To what, Rhett?
reality.
Life. Oh, yeah.
I'm writing everything down. Hold on. How's that? Take those down.
I like how so far it seems like the only real traditions and rich culture in our town is just it's just militant operations.
Yeah. Backed by religious.
Do you think our neighboring towns are like, dude, don't go there. They are fucking psychotic.
Their cops are at war with their forest rangers.
I do love that so much, though. Just the super troopers kind of it all. You know,
We do have an outpost like in another town though that we've been.
there's
like,
a shrine in
Yes.
another town which allows the church to be okay with trade being back and forth.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
people are okay with us outside.
Which is like the latest season.
That doesn't
of
mean they like
Handmaid's
us.
Tale. They have the visitor center for Gilead in Canada.
On a lighter note, I'm going to start a project, and it's going to be with the people moving into these new houses. They're going to take the long houses, and as part of this religious guard kind of movement, they're also going to create a space. Now that there's an influx of money into this place and trade into this place, a place for the people of the town. And it's here where you can get things for free. It is a community
Swap meet.
a community center, a place where things are brought for the community to be given out.
Now, Alex,
fun.
if I know anything about this population, that's going to get shut down super fast.
I know.
I love that. Yeah, we're trying to introduce socialism to our.
We got to course correct here a little bit.
Our Melora fascist state that we.
Well, no, it just, the guards for, the guardians of Melora's righteousness will just want to make sure that they're getting their cut.
What? Do you call everybody you disagree with a fascist?
You've destroyed everything.
Oh no, not that microphone.
Wow, a convenient out, just calling everyone you disagree with a fascist.
So yeah, that's the project I started.
Sweet.
We just don't want the freeloaders coming to the center of town to get free stuff. They should be working.
And if this project goes through, then maybe the sentiment in the town will have shifted a little. Maybe.
I hope so. The adventurer is all for it. The cool adventure guy.
Yeah. What are they doing?
Watching in horror.
I assume there's already like an adventuring guild set up.
that's
at this
that
point.
probably what he was doing. He's got a tavern,
That's what I said, right?
which is the adventure guild. Okay, that makes
Tavern
sense.
adventures.
That's why every story starts in a tavern is because that's where
Exactly.
that's where you meet all. Oh, 3 of clubs. Someone
that.
leaves the community after issuing a dire warning. Who?
There he goes.
What is the warning? Or someone issues a dire warning and the community leaps into action to avoid disaster. What is the warning? Start a contentious project that relates to it.
I just love I love the idea the adventure is like, y'all are getting taken over by religious zealots. I'm out of here.
Like gives you some books. It's like, hey, so this happened in this city and in this city in this nation. Actually, this has happened consistently over the past 5,000 years.
Look, and in the cities where the workers were armed, they couldn't let the means of productions go back to the religious zealots. Anyway,
I think that merchant that opened up the tool shop makes sure that anyone that uses tools also has easy access to swords.
of course, they're just another tool
Yeah.
for.
You see this pitchfork, guys? It's really sharp. Really sharp.
Yeah. It's just another means of production that the workers should own. Let's see. They give it a warning and flee the town.
Yeah, someone leaves issuing a dire warning, or someone issues a dire warning and then the community like jumps into action. And then you start a contentious project with that.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody warns that we are getting a little too militant. And what they establish are a small sort of like court or something like that. Or
Interesting.
Like
Hell yeah.
Like an oversight type thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So we now have 2 branches of government.
I can't believe
We just need a third.
I can't believe we just invented the law.
Well, in essence, this was just a church town. Like, it was a church, and it was the people there, and they grew their food, and that was it.
As it should be.
Okay, so do we have to figure out how long the court takes?
Yes.
I feel like they can get it going pretty quick because it's mostly just people at first, and then
Especially if they're all excited
I'm thinking
about
3
it.
people. You know. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks sounds good. Yeah,
2 weeks. That's what I put
2
down.
people. Okay, cool.
Everything ticks down 1, so it's at 1 now. And there we go. Okay. Hell yeah.
And then I guess I got to do the rest of my turn.
I love the pile of cards we've made.
It's very organized.
They're there. These ones face up. That's all we need to know.
Yep.
Okay. Discover something new. Lately, during like the high tide, like or when the tide like recedes, the city, like people are finding that there seems to be strange things being like washed ashore or left behind. Like what I'm really thinking of is like, remember in Long Beach at like, 10 years ago when like feet were washing up on shore? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just heard about that
Yeah.
in a totally unrelated podcast.
Yeah.
They were talking about that phenomenon
Yeah.
happening in the Pacific Northwest
Yeah.
with some frequency.
Yeah, and it was mostly because of the one event in 2011, which was Fukushima.
Yeah.
And anyway, so that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
There
Strange
are-
things.
I'm thinking
body
like
parts,
it's
like-
like boots wash up on shore, and
Yeah.
then like maybe like a helmet, maybe like some
A giant
clothes.
tentacle from a sea monster.
Yeah.
Like, I like
Luggage.
that idea of like the pieces of these big monsters showing up too.
Yeah, and it's just and what we're getting is just the aftermath, these remnants of these stories
Something
happening.
happened.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Away
That's
from
cool.
us. Yeah,
Me like
I don't know if I need to draw anything for that or not, but
Oh, yeah, you should.
several human foots, please.
can I get a pencil?
Just need some feet on there.
Yeah. Rhett's our foot guy.
Yeah.
That's our foot guy.
I got a 2.
A 2.
2.
Oh my god. Okay. Someone returns to the community. Who? Where were they? Or you find a body. Do people recognize who it is? What happened? Big choices.
Is he alive or dead, Milo?
Alistair's back, baby.
Oh man.
Yes!
Yeah, he comes back into town, and everyone is astonished, amazed, and he immediately takes his place back in the church.
He's like, you have created a guard like I had hoped. Very good, very good. Does your guard have a...
Does it say anything if
what?
if he shares where he was or anything?
Where
like
were
I
they?
don't know.
that? Okay, so
We'll figure that out.
he tells everyone that he was kidnapped by something. He's not sure what, but he was able to escape using his wilds and his charms.
All right. And yeah, I don't like when he came in at first, like took over the church. That was part of that. I don't know if that's the case this time, but he's definitely here. He is back, yeah, very excited.
That's interesting to think about. Like, is he still religious?
I would imagine, and I would imagine
Like more
probably
so, maybe.
we still keep in mind what he wanted to do in that bay.
So it is my turn, and I'm going to start a conversation.
Uh-oh.
I think now that Alistair's back, we can really start building this town up around him again.
We can what?
Now that Alistair's back, we can start building this town up around him since we've established it.
Oh, Milo. I think we've done well without him. What's wrong with the way things are now?
I think Alistair caused a lot of problems when he was here and caused a pretty hefty division when we were here. But, you know, who knows? Maybe he can establish some control over this new, you know, militant arm the church is developing.
I say let the church deal with its own. The courts will settle anything outside of the church.
Yeah, I say let the church infighting begin. Yeah. This is the schism. This is where we get the Lutherans of the Melora. The Protestants.
Can I grab that? The paper.
Yeah, Alistair comes back
Because
with his
the
99
courts,
theses.
the courts finish up. The project for the courts finish up on Milo's turn.
You draw like a courthouse building with the
everybody knows what
Blind Lady of Justice.
That's what I was gonna say. Lady of Justice.
7. I had a 6 last time.
7. Interesting.
Oh, no. You're the first one to miss?
Wow. On the floor.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Both to you and Kate, because aren't these her favorite
Those
cards?
are her cards.
Yeah.
7. A project just isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of this project. Don't modify the die. When it resolves, you'll be responsible for telling the community how it went. Or something goes foul, supplies are ruined, add a new scarcity. Projects on the board now. Heavy weapons. The food bank, which I think is at 1 now, actually. And the religious guard.
Remind me what the first option was.
Yeah, so first option, a project isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of the project. And when it resolves, you decide what happens, as opposed to whoever started the project.
And the Royal Guard is still on the table?
Royal Guard started, which was by Dash. Food Bank was started by me. And then Heavy Weapons was still by you.
I think Alistair is trying to shoehorn his way into the Royal Guard.
Yeah.
And is changing up that structure somehow. Either commandeering it or instituting some sort of new religious practice into the Guard that is questionable.
All right.
Yeah, Prima Nocta's back.
Never went away.
Damn, it's good.
Oh,
to
no,
be king.
now that all goes down. Okay. Everything ticks down. Projects tick down. And then you get an action.
Okay.
Oh, did you tick down the food center?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That should be next one. Because I started as a 1. No, it should be down all the way now.
I think it was at 1 before.
Yeah. No, yeah. So food bank.
Yeah, food
Gets
bank is
kicked out.
ready.
Right, but it wouldn't. Yeah, because it wasn't for his decision of what to do. So the food bank came through. Hey, courts,
Good.
food bank, religious zealotry. You know, it's a mixed bag.
I think because of all these interesting things showing up in the bay, and we've got some sort of broken thing in the bay, and we've got that shipwreck out just outside of the bay, I think that there is some sort of recovery project being done to either dredge out the bay or like recover stuff from the bay, like maybe building a crane, some sort of lift or something.
Getting
Build a wall to the bay.
On top of the bay.
Right.
That way nothing.
I mean,
can get us.
resurrect Alistair's previous project. Of being able to build all this stuff so you can do.
And it might be because of
all that
him
kind of work
that it was sparked again.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
He was
not
trying to build, like, a
directly.
big
Or
platform.
like merchants are the ones that
Yeah.
started it, knowing that he would want to try and get an in with,
It's unknown who brought this.
But that's the-
upon.
And who will benefit ultimately. But yeah, so that's what I think. I think that there is some sort of recovery project happening. And I would say that they plan on it being a shorter project, like a week. But depending on how much and what they find, it has the potential of being a lifelong endeavor, aka 6 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put 6 weeks. Because I think with 6 weeks as a full project like that, you're building all of the infrastructure to do any sort of work after that.
And then it just may be a continuous project.
Yeah, and then at that point, we can start projects off of that project to go
So
deeper.
that's me. That's what I want to do. Is it you or is it Dash?
Food bank.
Oh, food bank. Food bank.
Oh, that's right.
Do you have one of these?
We gotta go to the old food bank there.
And that's the longhouses. So we're going to put just a bunch of crates outside for food.
Shut up.
Is that Fozzie Bear?
I see that Alex has some squirt over there.
I don't. It's empty. I'm
Remember
sorry.
we were trying to hold the laptop up with it?
Do you remember that? Were you here for that?
Yeah.
Tuned it out. That's traumatic. There's no squirt.
It's so good. Okay. Pass that down.
The most delicious of the caffeine-free sodas.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't caffeine free though.
I know.
It's always such a disappointment. I love that and like mug root beer. And I see that
like
caffeine free. I'm
chosen
like, come on.
Yeah, dude. Mug goes
How?
hard.
It's you just pick one.
You gotta get
Would
that
you
Barks
take
if you
it
want
seriously?
the caffeine, which is okay.
Just pick one.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Barks has caffeine in it. Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay.
Are you going to pick a different
Yeah, squirt.
one?
So good. Squirt and tequila.
Okay, knock
I'll
that.
Take the one off the top now.
Oh yeah.
Four
Oh,
of
yeah.
clubs.
4 of clubs. Interesting.
You lose.
I'm
Dash.
going to ask you a question before I give you this. Who do you think is the strongest person in the
room.
town, and who do you think is the weakest?
Ooh, that could mean so many things.
Yeah, and it's just subjective, and I'll give you the question if you don't want to answer either.
We've seen the
But it might be
adventurer
fun.
murder a bunch of people at once before.
The strongest person, like in terms of what? Isn't they wield the most power? They're physically strong. They're the
I
best
think
fighter.
I think, but probably most power. This being like a kind of community-centric game. Whoever is the most powerful in the community.
There's a sorcerer named Arthur hanging around. He's pretty powerful.
Owlbears.
Did the community center area, did that end up,
Yeah, it went.
was that finished?
It's finished.
I would probably say the person who is running that, because they have the favor of the townsfolk.
Ooh, okay.
So I think they, while not in appearance, hold a lot of power, and like physically they don't own land necessarily, but they have the power of the people's opinion.
Okay, and then
Which-
The quiet, dark, invisible horse.
Yes, yes.
and who do you think is the weakest in the town?
The weakest is probably the, gosh, in terms of who holds actual power.
The adventurer.
They can
I-
make big changes today, but then they leave and everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
I would say probably, again, and this is in terms of like social, like how they're viewed within a town, I'd probably say the town guard
Okay,
is probably the weakest, because this church is building their own military arm, and so now people are starting to look at the town guard as in like, what do you
Like
guys
mall
even
cops. Or
what do you
something.
guys even
and there
do?
are rangers.
Yeah, and there's forest rangers, so the town guard probably is, having to contest with all this
a
stuff.
little redundant.
Plus, what was the whole
Yes.
stick with the town guard before? Didn't they like shit themselves or like shit?
I'm sure there was something. I don't remember.
I know.
We went hard.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's
Sounds
the?
something dumb
So the
like we would say.
question, 4 of clubs, the strongest amongst you dies, what caused their death? Or the weakest among you dies, who's to blame for their death?
I like the way
And you don't
that
have to
did
go with
this.
what you said. I just wanted to get
That's so
your
cool.
opinion beforehand.
The religious people ganked him because he's trying to like socialize the town, dude.
I mean, the food bank is a project that the church
done.
started.
Oh.
That was something they saw all this stuff coming in, and like as a way to kind of equalize the money coming in. That's what the purpose of the food bank was.
I would probably say that what the towns, one of the regular townspeople, he isn't like a church. They weren't like a church member, but they really helped spearhead the actual physical movement of the thing. And then I think when Alistair came back, suddenly he died because it was like, this guy holds a lot of power.
So Alistair's to blame.
Ganked.
Maybe. I'm saying
Like that. That's the
I'm saying that's
gossip,
the timeline,
the rumors.
and that's the gossip.
Yeah.
Is that he came back and he saw this person in town who suddenly has all this sway with the people because people love him. It's like, he works so hard with this community center, even though he's like, but it's the church's project. I don't like the way they're getting it's real Games of Thrones.
Yeah,
You know?
it's kind of the de facto community leader. Like people looked up to them in the community.
Yes.
And then
The grassroots kind of
So
leader.
whoever really
he never
did it
thought he was
timed.
ever really going to even be a leader. He just kind of took that role.
Yeah.
I never asked for this responsibility.
The people
but the people
picked
needed
me.
it.
Yeah.
And whoever really ganked him, they picked their moment perfectly because as soon as Alistair came back, they knew they had a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not necessarily him. It's just the timeline looks
Yeah.
really suspicious.
Guys, we got to stop playing
gossip.
Quiet Year and figure this out.
So whoever
Roll
murdered
up
mystery.
investigator characters. We're on the hunt. We're on
whoever
the case.
murdered
now
this
Call of
character-
Cthulhu.
whoever murdered this guy is who my character is gonna be. Yeah, just a real like Hatfield McCoy's guy.
Do you want to name the guy?
The community leader?
Can it be? No, it can't be. Never mind.
Gary Gygax.
Joseph Smith.
His name was
Jones.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Everybody called him Brother.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Juno.
Matilda.
Stavros.
Bill.
Stavros. Love it.
Like that, yeah. It's a
That was
solid
my
name.
Spanish teacher's name in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go with Stavros. I like that.
Stavros Baratheon.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, and he went around wearing a shirt that was just a big old stag. It was
Yeah,
kinda
it was a
weird.
big old stag. Okay, now I can start a project conversation.
Yes. And also the heavy weapons finish.
Hip hip.
Or, you can go ahead and
Hooray!
draw your
Thank
heavy
you.
weapons. I think I'm going to start a conversation. I mean, we technically did just have one, but I think it would be fun to go around the horn. And I think the conversation is who do we think murdered or who is responsible for the death of Stavros?
Think it was the old man in that cave. Think he's come back from the grave to kill again.
Oh, my turn. I think it was his brother. Jealous man didn't like his brother Stavros being in the limelight.
I think it's just really important that we don't think about his death as much as we think about everything that he's done. We should build a statue and just move on.
I think it's the person with the supply store. I had a reason for it. But I'm too busy drawing weapons.
God, that was me in high school.
It was him. He did it, sir.
No, I think it's because somebody might have been creeping in on business a little bit. Because if a community can get something for free, why are they going to pay for it? You know, giving away the cow.
They were giving away cows.
Yeah.
He gets tax.
And then you can
write-offs.
finish, since it was a question. You get one more.
Oh.
Around
Why? I think it's that adventurer. Okay, you know. I mean, who is that guy running around doing adventuring? He could have murdered him. Well, why not? Maybe he thought he was full of gold.
No, yeah, that tracks.
Alrighty.
You can tell that my guy is pleased that no one said they thought it was.
Phew. Killed another one.
Whew, got away.
Okay.
Throw our pencil away.
Stavros was only his 40th
Queen
victim in
of
20
clubs
years.
for me. Disease spreads through the community. Choose one. You spend the week quarantining and treating the disease. Project days are not
Too
reduced
real.
this
Not
week.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, right?
I'm not wearing a mask.
Nobody knows what to do about it. Add health and fertility as a scarcity.
Fertility.
Projects don't tick down this week. Everyone's being taken care of. Everyone's being safe.
All right.
The disease does not spread.
Except for this one small group.
Yeah, they're like, the economy's going to tank. We got to go to work.
Yeah.
I would just want to see my children smile again.
They've got food resources. The only scarcity we have no scarcities now because housing has been fixed.
Plus, harvest. We had a bountiful harvest.
Exactly.
We're Gucci.
So we're good.
And this has been a really good fall for us.
Yeah.
My
Well,
pencil
there was
go.
a murder.
Well,
We're kind of overlooking
Nah, it's fine.
the murder of a beloved community member.
Kind of a bummer that this, this pandemic has really kind of overshadowed his.
Yeah. Nobody's
funeral.
mourning.
We were supposed to have a funeral for
We
him.
did it
and
by
then we
Zoom.
postponed
Yeah.
it.
We couldn't.
That's
we couldn't
right.
anymore.
And that's why we're starting a project to put a shrine up in the middle of town to Lord Davros. Lord Stavros, sorry. Davos, who is Davos?
Davos Seaworth.
Yeah,
Davos Seaworth.
Seaworth. Okay.
I just saw a TikTok earlier where he's like, and this is Jon Snow. Classic.
So yeah, no, they're going to put a shrine up, a statue up of Stavros in town to commemorate somewhere. We'll start a project, and I'm going to give it 2 weeks.
The Onion Knight. That's Davos.
Yeah, we know. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Holds up.
All right, you do it here.
Infinity of Club.
Oh. Okay. Nice. Very good.
I'm no longer
sad.
the only
That
one.
was a sad throw.
Someone sabotages a project and the project fails as a result. Who did this and why? Or someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond?
Hang them.
Wow.
Boil them.
Boil them in salt water.
Okay, what projects do we have going?
Projects we have now are the Shrine for Davos, which is just this too. The Religious Guard still hasn't been finished. And the Bag Project.
And Alistair's...
The project in the Bay.
Alistair is
Which has been destroyed once before.
Alistair is
Yes.
trying to take over
Somebody is caught
guard.
trying to sabotage the Religious Guard.
Someone saw okay, Religious Guard sabotaged.
Well, I didn't
Who
necessarily
did
want
this
them to
and
go
why?
away, but were they caught for it?
It says who did this and why. Answer the question.
Oh, so it's gone.
It's oh yeah, I mean if that's what you want to decide.
We could reinitiate
Okay,
it.
I'm so sorry. What are the other ones?
Sorry.
No. This is my bad. I misunderstood the prompt.
So yeah, it's the project fails as a result of this sabotage.
I like that one.
We
too
have
much
the
to have
project
it
in the
fail.
bay, which is creating infrastructure to be able to excavate things in the bay.
Yeah.
The one that I did, the shrine for Stavros, and then the Religious Guard training, which was 4 weeks, and then like 3 weeks got added, and now it's
I'm so
and now
sorry.
Alistar's been taken. Yeah,
I wanted to create drama there. I don't want it to go away. I like that one too much.
I mean, here's also the thing: is that going away doesn't mean that stuff didn't happen.
Yeah. They
Also,
were still building that, so those people that were being trained were still being trained. They just didn't finish.
Oh my god! You do what you need to do, but Alistair sabotaging that project himself to create a secret underground religious guard is amazing.
This is getting too complicated.
I know exactly.
No, because
exactly.
but that's what I was thinking was that he comes back and he's like, what? No, like because
This
he
isn't
came in
for
this
the city.
takeover originally.
Yeah.
So now and that's exactly what I was thinking. Was like he was sabotaging in order to sort of like reclaim
That makes so much sense.
And if he's
See,
trying to do something,
it's a
like
good thing
that,
I'm back.
if he's trying
I
to
can fix it all.
I like the idea of like, maybe he's trying to form his own like secret like moral police or something.
Secret police.
Morality.
It's like they've got all the training.
Yeah.
All they need is my counsel.
Yes. Okay. Do it. I
Okay.
like that.
They will be called the Proud Boys.
No.
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 Stop.
You're right.
You guys are.
They're called the Melora Men.
You realize you are creating everything that we're experiencing right now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
How can I
our
not?
taste
How
life,
can I
it's
not
just
make the connection?
We have a pandemic.
Called the Strong Boys.
Yeah.
Is there
the shameful boys. The ashamed
is there
boys.
a prompt? Is there a prompt about 5 bros playing a game together,
I hope so.
just having a great time, broing out? Is one of them a green Power Ranger? Excuse me, green power hero.
Yeah. We don't have the rights for that.
We can't afford that
Okay.
licensing.
So that project's gone.
Jeez.
The other ones tick down. And you get an action.
A little to the left. There you go.
I would like to begin the development of a secret police.
And it's only going to take one turn.
Now, this is a fast coup type thing we got going. I do like the 1 week, but we'll say 2 for...
Well, I would say 2 because that's how many weeks were left on the old one.
It's 2 weeks.
In essence, you're finishing what was
Honestly,
started.
it's just redesigning uniforms.
Yeah.
And the motto.
I love the idea, too, that... yeah.
That was one hell of a turn, Rhett.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, man.
You abolished an entire religious armed militant society to create your own secret police.
I love the idea, too, that Alistair comes in and he just, like, overly religiouses them. Like, anybody watching the current season of Handmaid's Tale?
No.
No.
So
I'm
they're
a little
going
behind.
after like one of the top commanders, essentially, and the way they get him is by like out religiousing him, and the guy is already like one of the top, and they out religious him and then execute him in public, and they're just like, anyway, that solves that, and then
You
nobody,
guys want to get some pizza?
and then everybody has to be like extra strict and religious because hey, like they just got the top guy,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the last card?
2 more.
Okay.
You have
Yeah,
the
you have
last
the
one.
last card.
5.
5. The parish arrives. Who are they? Why have they chosen your community and for what? Or a small gang of marauders is making its way through local terrain. How many are there? What weapons do they carry? And so the parish arrives. What does that mean exactly? A parish being
Like
just a
a
religious church.
group. Yeah.
So I would say something other than Melora.
It's a middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Middle schoolers.
So these guys that have been following the satellite, they ended up establishing themselves here in this town for a little while. And after it's been, several weeks, like almost all of fall, the rest of their group has arrived.
Oh no.
And now those people that were in town have now set up church, their own church in town, and those people are now a part of this town as well.
Yes.
All right.
Within a 12 by 12 mile.
Yeah, how do we want to put something on the map to represent that? We could put like little flags of their thing, or we could put a little like community, a couple little houses somewhere that they're part of.
Yeah, they're going to be over kind of close to the cave.
Which
their-
group are they connected to?
the ones following the
Death Cult.
Yeah.
Okay, the star
The
followers.
star
Yeah,
follower
Caleb,
people.
you wrote them down, right? Near the wall on the right?
Yeah, you helped me draw it.
Oh, where are they?
Yeah.
All the way to the right?
Oh,
bottom
up here?
right.
No.
No, to the right, right,
On the
right,
right. On the far right. By the wall and the weapon.
Up.
Oh, up.
Yeah,
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Okay, they're
Somber.
established.
I think it said somber followers.
I'm gonna build them a
something?
building.
Oh, they will like that.
And what's their symbol? I'm interested in this.
A red comet.
No, they don't. It's not a comment.
A red moon named Druidus.
It's going to be a circle, with a bunch of arced lines going across it.
That. That's cool.
Let's stay inside the circle or go past the circle.
Like the Spotify symbol or the Wi-Fi symbol.
Yeah, I like they cross the circle. Yeah, they cross the circle.
Yeah. That's dope.
Right.
Yeah, Caleb.
You're last.
Projects will tick down.
Look how special you are.
Yeah. You want to draw the card?
Secret police. Secret police.
And I get an action or a
What?
conversation or a building.
I didn't make
Oh, I
that.
gotta make I need the Stavros statue.
Stavros.
Oh my God, is that the name of our town now?
No. It was named before that. We still have to come up with a name. Can't believe we haven't named it.
Broken Bay was one that we had that was kind of good.
Yeah, Broken Water Bay.
I also liked. Dash
You had Golden.
Dash also had like
Shower Bay
Wet
or-
Crack Cove or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
something
I
stupid,
like
I'm
Gold
sure.
Bay. I think Gold
Yeah.
Bay is really
Gold
solid.
Bay is pretty good.
And then I came up with Cockton, which everybody laughed at, but nobody said anything about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that from the running.
That's probably best.
Felt like Cockton was pretty good.
Honestly, I didn't remember about it until just now.
I edited the episode, so
Okay, I was like, I don't. What?
In the bay, during this like dredging period and creating the space to get everything out, they dig up it kind of looks like a casket, but it's completely smooth and white, and it seems to like pulse with this kind of gray smoke every so often.
Is it Spock? It's Spock.
It's Spock.
It could be Spock.
Spock's in my game.
But they find it and they bring it up, and it is now on shore, and they're not really sure what it is.
All right, discover a dangerous artifact.
That's cool.
it's the Ark of the Covenant, obviously. It's the Ark of Melora's Covenant making
draw?
its way to her chosen.
Oh, I guess I
people.
do get to draw something.
Yeah.
Except for Dash threw the pencil all the way over here.
He has one in front of him.
Oh, well. I just had to let everyone know that you did something that annoyed me.
An idiot.
I just drew an oval with some lines coming out of it. That means something.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, we'll know what that is later.
That's why I'm writing
Fuck
things
drew
down.
this oval down here. What is that?
Not only that, next time we come back,
Brett-
it's going to be like, looks like there's some lines coalescing into an oval.
Rhett, were the filberts yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
He drew an acorn like I
He
told
drew
you to.
100% an acorn
Yes.
and wrote filberts with a PH.
Oh, is it with an F?
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean,
He
if you're a
just-
true Oregonian, you would
Yeah.
have known that. So
He's just doing as I instructed.
You know how sometimes
you Alistair?
never see a word written down? I don't think I've ever seen like the word filberts in a newspaper.
You know what? I
lived
honestly thought it
on
was spelled with
Filbert
a
Street.
PH too.
Yeah.
I lived on Filbert Street, so I did know that.
Well, there you go.
Well, good for fucking you, man. Sorry we didn't know how to spell Filbert.
I thought it was like a man's name. You know?
Same. I thought it was a man's. Oh my god,
Well,
Rhett. Are we both same
I
kind of
knew-
stupid?
Yeah, basically. Saggy energy, baby.
Saggy energy.
I know Filbert, though. Spelled with an F.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying it's a thing.
it just
It's
gets-
not
Yeah.
you're
Their
in your
language
in
is
your
far more
American
phonetic.
English centric view. Yeah, that is Filbert. That is how you spell it.
It's Anglo-Saxon to you.
It's getting pretty dirty along. Well, anyway,
Oh.
King.
King of clubs.
We got the Clubby King.
A natural disaster strikes.
Oh, no.
Choose one. You focus on getting everyone safe, remove an abundance, and a project fails. Or you focus on protecting supplies and hard work at any cost. Several people die as a result.
Oh, man.
What would the town do?
Yeah, this is a town question. How would the town?
You get to decide.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think what's first is we got to figure out what kind of natural disaster this is.
I mean, as a
And
flood.
when we say natural, this is
there's been floods in the past.
It's a typhoon or a hurricane.
well,
Yeah,
here's the thing. So
My
so
assumption would be massive storm.
natural disaster in D&D could be magical.
It could be
a
literally
chaos
anything.
storm, like from
Yeah.
from Wealth Beyond Measure.
Yeah.
that is true.
Could be lights from the sky coming down and raining.
Yeah.
Oh, my
this
God.
thing
The
lands.
satellite crashes.
Yeah, the satellite lands.
A natural disaster could also be an owl bear attack.
That's true.
And a little less, in the center of the bell curve there, but I think it's on.
Yeah, I was just thinking hurricane right off the bat because we're on the coast.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that. You know what? No, it's going to be something from far away that traveled its way through the choppy waters and was maybe amplified as a result, just like the perfect storm style.
Tsunami.
And we got a tsunami, and that might explain the feet.
Yes.
all that stuff.
I like that.
Okay.
So there's a tsunami,
or like bouncing around between the.
yeah, it got
the
echo chambered
continents.
in the bay and just kind of exploded into the town.
Does the
chamber?
town prepare or do they not prepare?
That's what I gotta figure out. I would say they're not prepared, because how are they going to know that something happened 1,000 miles away?
Because Melora.
Or I guess it's what does the town focus on when they know the disaster is going to strike?
Okay.
Do they focus on getting people to safety, or do they focus on keeping things
Shoring up projects. And,
Yeah. So they give people safety, or do they protect the projects?
I mean, I need secret police.
well, can I ask you guys a question to help me decide?
Yes.
Sure.
Have these people ever experienced a tsunami before? Do they know what could cause a tsunami?
I would imagine that they have the knowledge. This being an old church of these seas, of the people living on Haven. These are the people that know what happened on these seas.
It's kind of like
in
how
that case, they're shoring up people.
I imagine
Okay.
it's like how the ancient Japanese carved in the bedrock. They were just like, don't fucking
The
build down
levels
here.
of the
Yeah, they're just like, don't fucking build down here.
Yeah.
And they're like, why would we?
And it happened.
It comes out,
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
those people were really looking out.
So that's what I think. It's a tsunami, and the fact that these folks are seafaring when it's calm, kind of a community, they understand it, and so they are taking care of the population.
So we're going to lose an abundance, and one project fails. You have the secret police or the Bay project, and I think either of
it's
them
definitely the
makes
Bay
sense.
one.
It's definitely the Bay. Yeah,
Definitely
I do
the
like
Bay.
the idea of the secret police project
Same.
failing by them going out and trying to stop it with their magic, and they get obliterated.
Our God will protect us.
Yeah. But the Bay project has failed a second time.
Jeez, there's something
Just
about
not
this
meant to
bay.
be. Yeah.
Melora doesn't want it.
Maybe it is Broken Bay. So that's that.
And we also lose an abundance, which is fish, lumber, or hazelnuts. Fish,
Yeah.
lumber,
see that.
hazelnuts.
Fish are usually pretty fucked up after a tsunami.
Well, filberts are a drier crop, though.
And timber is going to fall over.
Yeah,
It's up to you, Caleb.
I think it's filberts. I'm sorry.
I knew it was.
You
gonna be
fucker with a
Filberts.
PH.
To be honest,
Just
that's
like
the real reason why I picked it.
We know.
Yeah,
So now it doesn't
It's
even
not,
fucking
but-
matter how I smelt it.
it's gone. So
And that is the end of autumn.
wait, do I get to say
Yay.
something?
Oh, you do.
Or
Projects
whatever.
tick down. Secret police finalizes.
back, baby.
No project on the table, and yeah, you get to take an action.
Okay.
Conversation, discover something new, or start a project.
All right. Conversation. I don't even know that we should bother rebuilding the Filbert Grove, honestly.
They were foraged. Fucker.
I loved the Filbert Grove. Spelled Philbe.
Shut up, old man. You don't belong here.
E. I think we need to bring the Filberts back. It's the only thing that
Into the bay.
kept my sciatica at bay.
I didn't even know we had Filberts. I wish I would have tried some. I've been eating hazelnuts all season.
Don't worry, everybody. I already used a good batch of Filberts to make some fresh fall-themed beer.
Here, here. Make him the mayor.
I think it's important that we understand the Filbert trees and how they grow, and maybe next year they can be even stronger.
And that's Autumn. Heck yeah. Fantastic.
Yes.
Milo gets the last word.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us here at the Inn at the End for Autumn. We have just finished up. We are excited to finish up with winter next and go into an
Jeez, you idiot.
D&D campaign. So very excited. Things are heating up. Even though it's fall and things are cooling down, things are heating up in the town. Thank you. I've been Alex. With me today has been
Dash.
Caleb.
Milo.
Rhett.
Grab your swords. Keep on adventuring.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. Our troopers will be wrapping up the quiet year next week with winter. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/inattheend. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.